In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I paint Glowy Plasma OSL, or Object Source Lighting. So you can see here, we've got this Redemptor plasma cannon, and it's off a Redemptor Dreadnought. It's got these nice big plasma coils. And we're only going to use two paints for this. The first one is titanium white ink, and you can use any brand. I use Liquitex, and we're going to use a red ink for the glow. So it's going to be a red glow. I'm using Scale 75 Ink Intensity Red. The first step is we're going to paint the plasma coils in the white. You don't have to get like a proper full solid coat, but you want it to be mostly white. It can be mottled here and there. That kind of adds to the effect, like hot and cold spots. But yeah, just want to go in with the white and just paint all the plasma coils. And you want to paint the surrounding area as well, so like the edges in the plasma coil sort of area. Next thing we're going to do is take our white ink and our airbrush. We're going to create a little halo around the coils, so like on the metal plates around it. Take your time with this, build it up slowly. It's almost better to do less than it is more, because you don't want it to be just a whole big block of white. You just want sort of a white glow, and just make sure you go around the whole of the area around it just to give it that effect, and obviously do both sides. Once we're done with the white, we're going to come in with the red ink. If you want to have a different plasma glow, then obviously substitute that in for a different ink colour. You want a transparent ink for this, because obviously we're working with transparencies over the white here. And all we're going to do is take our red ink and we're going to filter over all the areas that we've just painted in white. So to do a filter, it's just really a thin coat of transparent paint over something you've already painted. Obviously we're doing this over the white, so it's going to show through where the dark patches are, and obviously it's going to show through the black paint underneath, and just give it that glow effect. You can already see that it's building up into like a glow just from these two steps already, well, 3 steps. You want to concentrate the filter on the area outside of the plasma coil, so on the metal plates. You want to give the coils a filter as well, obviously to give it that red colour, but you don't want to go so hard on the coils as to block out all the white and not leave it showing through. If you do that, you can always start again, go back, paint them white again, and just go from there. So it's already looking quite glowy, but we want to make it glow even more. So the next step is to come in with our white ink and paint the space in between each of the coils. So we're just going to take our ink and slowly, carefully just line each of these coils. It looks a bit like that, so now it looks really, really bright, but obviously the white doesn't really go with the red at the moment. So we're going to come back in with our red ink. Once you've done the lines on the coils, just paint the horizontal part of the casing around the plasma coils, so these parts here. As you can see, it's already looking really glowy, but the white, it doesn't really look quite right, just plain white on the red. So what we do next is we come back in with our filter, our red ink, and we're going to go over the areas that we just painted in white, but we're going to concentrate more towards the middle of the plasma coil area. So we're going to leave the outsides more white than the middle, but we still want some of that white to show through in the brightness. take your time at this stage and build the filter up slowly. You don't want to go overboard and have to start again. It just takes a lot of time. It's a really quick process to do this, but obviously you don't want to have to go backwards and forwards and keep doing it. If you do just go a little bit hard on the filter on one part, what you can do is come back in with some of the white and just glaze into the area where you think it should be a bit more glowy than other areas. Usually I like to do this on the parts of the coils closest to the casing on either end, like the right and the left parts of the plasma coil section. So there we have it, that's our plasma glow done on the gun itself. Obviously, if this is on the rest of the model, that glow is going to be shining onto the model. So now I'm going to show you how you do that. I've attached this onto the rest of the dreadnought, and light travels in straight lines. So what we're going to try and do is give the impression that the red light from this plasma glow is hitting certain areas of the dreadnought. It's kind of hard to show you on camera moving a big Redemptor dreadnought around, but here we go. So we've got our red ink, and we're just going to spray very finely and slowly building up layers onto any objects that the red, any objects that are in a straight line from that plasma glow. I always think with OSL, doing this kind of thing, it's better just to take your time, do a little bit of a spray, see how it looks, do a little bit of a spray, see how it looks. Think about how light actually looks when it hits objects, in real life. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, but it just gives you a better idea of where to put the light. And also, sometimes it helps to be more subtle. A subtle light can look a lot more effective than just going absolutely ham with a load of red and hoping it looks right, which I've made that mistake before in the past. And there we have it, our red plasma glowy dreadnought. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave it a comment and like and share it and subscribe to the channel. It'd be really appreciated. I've left some affiliate links in the comments below, so if you use any of those, it'll give a little bit back to my channel, which is really helpful. And hopefully see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.